It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Okay then, this is Killer Instinct on the N64. It was one of like two games that were out in the arcades that were, I think they were using them to promote the upcoming N64, and it was like they were really impressive in the arcades, and the N64 was meant to be the home version and blah blah blah, and what was the other one, Cruising USA, and it did a pretty decent take on the game. And then people were waiting ages for this, and it didn't come, and well, here it is. I don't know. Oh dear. I don't know how it compares to the arcade game. I never saw it in the arcades, never played it, never played it in the arcades. I'm finding it quite amusing. I'm not big on fighting games at all. I'm certainly not good at them. Ooh. But it's a good button basher as far as I can tell, because I am just bashing buttons. There don't seem to be any... I don't think Street Fighter moves do anything significant here. They're the only ones that I always go for the Street Fighter moves, try and do a Hadouken or whatever, and Dragon Punch and that spinning thingamajig. What? Okay then. Will this work with the D? Yes, the D-pad works good. I was going to say I'll probably do better with the D-pad, but I'm not doing well at all. God almighty. He's just... God. Hammered. Oh, look at that. Oops. Oops. Oh dear. I like the sound effects. Oh. Come on, don't jump at her and then just stand there like a bleeding idiot. Oops. Oh. Good lord. 14-year-old boys will be drooling at that when she does that move. Or they will have been. They're probably not anymore, because 14-year-old boys will probably not be playing on the N64. Oh, and I died. Okay. Yeah, please. Hello. I don't know if I want to be someone else. I kind of like that. What the hell's that? Yeah, okay. Been on a crash diet. Lost a couple of pounds. I think I look good for it. Oh, come on. Stop tickling her with it. Chop her head off. He's a plastic surgeon in his spare time. Oh. Hello. Here he is. He's on. Oops. What's that dancing reality TV show thing? He wants to be on that. Oh, come on. Do something useful. Oh, get up, just stop being, oh you wuss, get up. Good. Oh yes. Knocked her out by kicking her in the knee, as you do. She has vulnerable knees. That seems to be his best move. Ah, bugger. Oh, a little bit of a dash there. Oops. Oh, pokey pokey. In the ribs. Oops. Ah. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Tekken it ain't, but it is amusing. It is a good button basher. I suck at it. I like the characters. Yeah. If I had had an N64 back in the day and was into, well, wanted a fighting game and had been able to find this, because I think getting hold of it was not a thing too much, I would have liked that. I would have bought it had I had the opportunity. Yeah, Killer Instinct Gold, N64. Not bad at all. Thank you for watching. Okay, today's question for Q&A is from ClayGraphic1. Link to his channel down there. For Q&A, loved this vid, Steve. This will have been a while back. I was always interested to hear your top music albums. Great passionate personal description, because I covered my favourite albums a while ago. Bit of a bugger though, as this was my intended question. Sorry about that. Need to think of another now. So here it goes. What are your top 10 movie soundtracks? Bet Blade Runner is in there, you think? How could it not be? Having just heard the last sentence of this vid though, I don't remember what the last sentence was, so... what are your top 10 game soundtracks and or themes? Okay, do you know what, I'm actually going to go with the film soundtracks as opposed to games. I don't have a top 10 of either, so I'll tell you what, I'll answer both. I'll start with games. Mostly I don't pay a whole lot of attention to the music in games. There are one or two. The thing with game music for me, it tends to be of the earworm variety. There are tunes that I remember. There are very few tunes or soundtracks in games that I think I want that on a CD because that's great. Doesn't happen. Earworms, James Pond 2 Robocod, I had that stuck in my head for years and couldn't remember where it came from or what it was. It was just going around in my head. I had the game on the Mega Drive, and then when I traded in my Mega Drive and software and stuff for when I upgraded to a PS1, I still had the music going around in my head for years and years and years, and it wasn't until I started collecting retro stuff and got another Mega Drive and then got James Pond that I was like, that's what it is. So that's a memorable one. Tunes that I actually don't remember specifically, but remember thinking that's really good. Halo on the original Xbox, and what's it called? Elder Scrolls. Not Oblivion, the next one. Can't remember. I've got it here somewhere, and I don't know where. There. Skyrim. Yeah, that had music that I remember thinking, this is really good. Others? I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog I think is cool music. Certainly the first, the Green Hill Zone music I really like. But really that's kind of about it. I don't care about game music. It doesn't... Now, there is one, actually. There is one game where I have some of the music, probably one track, on my phone. Now, I didn't actually put it there because I specifically wanted to listen to that music, but Android phones being what they are, if I play all tracks and have it on random and whatnot, it comes up anyway, because Android, it just seems to scan all the music on my phone and that's in there. So and that's music from Tempest 2000, because I've got a Tempest
Tempest 2000 clone on my phone that didn't have the music with it, but it gave you a link. You click that and it would automatically download the music and put it in a location where the game could find it. So that's on there, and the number of times I've been at work and thinking, this is a cool piece of dance music, what's this? I don't know who this is by, and then I look and it's like, that's why. So yeah, movie soundtracks though, now that's a different thing. There are several movies where I've bought the soundtrack because it is so good. Quite a few actually. Blade Runner, obviously. It's just awesome. Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me, and the TV series, the original TV series. Those tunes are just incredible. Deliverance. That dueling banjos. I mean, it's all banjo and guitar music. This is not the kind of stuff I normally listen to, but that soundtrack is just great. It's a fantastic film, and there's something really kind of unique about it, and it's kind of funny as well, because mostly when I've got music playing, I do sometimes just play an album, but a lot of the time, especially when I'm working, I just have it on random play. And usually I've got my phone in my pocket when I'm at work, and I don't have headphones in. I just let it play on the phone speaker, because it's normally just me on my own downstairs, and I've got a colleague who works upstairs. But sometimes other staff will come in and they'll hear what I'm playing and they're like, that's cool, or ask, what's that? And then all of a sudden, soundtrack to Deliverance will come on, and they just look at me like, what? What the hell are you listening to with banjo music? Real hillbilly stuff. It's great. Akira, soundtrack to Akira, brilliant. Is way out there. If you haven't seen Akira, you need to. It's still, to my mind, the best manga Japanese anime film ever. I mean, technically it's been surpassed by other films since then, but I don't care. That's the one that, like, it set the standard, and I love it. And the soundtrack on it is just so unique and incredibly Japanese. I mean, that's the thing, most of these soundtracks, I can't explain what it is that makes them great and why I love them. They're powerful. That's the thing, in different ways. I mean, Akira's soundtrack is powerful. It's just powerful. It's in your face, but not in a rock way, but in a holy crap, you can't ignore this because it is so unique, and it asserts itself in your awareness, and you will, if you're listening to it, it's not just going to be in the background. You're going to be paying attention and probably thinking, what the bloody hell's going on here? But that's how it's meant to be. There's one I'm not sure if I've actually got the soundtrack to, but I remember it being really good. Southern Comfort. That was, I think it was Muddy Waters did the soundtrack for that. And there's another one that sort of reminds me of it. Paris, Texas. That starred Harry Dean Stanton. Brilliant film. Awesome soundtrack. Just like acoustic guitar. I'm not going to say atmospheric, kind of moody, sort of melancholy, out there, sort of lost kind of thing. Very American, but great. As a rule, I'm not into like Americana and all of that. You know, there's no flag waving or any of that. But there's something about that is really good. Are there any others? There surely are. Yes, Last Temptation of Christ, Peter Gabriel, and Birdie, also Peter Gabriel. I actually think the Last Temptation of Christ soundtrack was a development of the Birdie soundtrack, because there's a couple of tracks there that I'm sure appear on both, maybe slightly modified, you know, developed it further. Both of those, they're instrumental, they're just classical kind of, but very Eastern, very, this is not, he might be English, but this music is not English. And I mean, he got into the world music thing, but I don't think of these as world music. They are being film soundtracks. They have the, well, certainly Last Temptation of Christ is of, you can see why that soundtrack goes with that film. Birdie, I don't know, it's kind of a bit out there. How that soundtrack came to be with that film, I'm not completely sure, but it's great. It is really good. And both good films as well. Yeah. Have I got any others? I can't think of any others off the top of my head. There probably are others, but that's all I can think of at the moment. Good question though. Yeah. Made me rack my brains a bit, but yeah. Okay, if anyone else has got any questions they would like answering in a video like this, ask a question in the comments below and begin with 4 Q&A, so I know not just to answer in the comments. And thank you for watching.
Patreon? That's not even a word, you've made it up.